Welcome to today's Explainer, everyone. I am absolutely thrilled to dive into this one with you. If you've ever packed up your life and moved to a completely new country, you know for a fact that the biggest hurdle isn't navigating the visa process or unpacking your boxes. Honestly, it's unlocking the language. So today, we're breaking down a highly practical, survival-focused syllabus designed for exactly that. We're looking at the Vietnamese for Foreigners course offered by the English Communication Center, Trung tâm Ung Văn Giao tiếp, located right in the heart of Bien Hoa, Dong Nai. Together, we're going to see exactly how this curriculum takes you from being a wide-eyed, confused arrival to a totally confident, integrated local.
Let's be real for a second. Are you currently living or working in Bien Hoa and just finding yourself constantly struggling to communicate? Listen, you are definitely not alone. It's like a rite of passage for expats. You step out of your apartment, the streets are super vibrant, the street food smells amazing, but the moment you need to ask a really simple question, you just hit a wall. It can feel incredibly isolating, right? But as we'll see looking at this curriculum, the solution is so much more approachable than you might think.
Okay, so here is our agenda for today. First up, integration in Bien Hoa, followed by mastering Vietnamese basics. Then we'll cover navigating daily life, managing travel and emergencies, and finally, how to enroll with Thai Churn.
All right, let's jump straight into Section 1, Integration in Bien Hoa.
So Bien Hoa is experiencing this massive boom in international growth right now. And that makes the core philosophy of this center so interesting. They explicitly call this course your gateway to integration and success. Because, well, they aren't just handing you a dry textbook and making you memorize random vocabulary words. They get that with this rapid growth, expats need actual functional skills to thrive. The curriculum is built to perfectly balance academic structure with street-level practicality, building up your listening, speaking, reading, and writing skills all at the same time.
Moving right along to Section 2, Mastering Vietnamese Basics. Okay, I know for a lot of foreigners, looking at Vietnamese text for the very first time is super intimidating. But right out of the gate, this course reassures you. The Vietnamese alphabet features 29 distinct letters, and, huge sigh of relief here, it uses a Latin-based script. Phew! Seriously, there are no complex characters to memorize like you'd find in Mandarin or Japanese. The course breaks this entire alphabet down systematically, making it incredibly approachable if you're coming from a Western language background.
And right here, this brilliantly illustrates what is probably the most infamous part of the language, the 6 tones. But the curriculum completely demystifies them by giving you really simple English directional equivalents. Just listen to this progression. You have the flat tone, ma, the going down tone, ma, the going up tone, ma, the down then up for ma, the broken vibrating ma, and the short heavy ma. By visualizing the tones just like this, the course ensures you are pronouncing words perfectly right from day one. Say goodbye to those classic, super embarrassing expat mix-ups.
The really crucial takeaway here is how practical the progression is. Once you've nailed down the alphabet and those tones, they don't just dump a mountain of complex grammar rules on you. No way! Instead, it flows logically. Step 1, introducing yourself and your personal info. Then right into Step 2, daily activities. And then immediately into Step 3, food and shopping. It is a 100% survival-first approach.
Which brings us nicely to Section 3, Navigating Daily Life.
When you actually compare the English to the Vietnamese directly, you really see how applicable these lessons are. Instead of spending weeks learning the conjugations of the verb to be, you are learning sentence patterns you're going to use literally today. Look at this. I want to eat translates directly to tôi muốn ăn. Just imagine confidently walking up to your favorite street vendor and ordering your morning pho with that exact phrase. It empowers you with these actionable can-do statements immediately.
And the vocabulary maps perfectly to your actual routine. It covers exactly what you do every single day. You're learning đi làm for going to work, ăn sáng for eating breakfast, mua sắm to go shopping, and đi ngủ for going to bed. It completely bypasses all that abstract textbook filler in favor of pure survival vocabulary. You're basically learning to narrate your own life in Vietnamese.
Oh, and we definitely can't talk about daily life without talking about shopping, right? Picture yourself at the local market. Instead of just pointing at a piece of fruit, handing over a massive bill, and just kind of praying you get the right change, you can look the vendor in the eye and ask, "Cái này bao nhiêu tiền?" How much is this? You learn how to say it's too expensive or ask for a discount. It's a total game changer because you finally have the tools to genuinely interact.
Let's look at Section 4 now,
Managing travel and emergencies.
Whether you are just commuting across town or taking a weekend trip, you need to know how to get around. So the course lays out the core transportation vocab. You've got taxi and say mai for the absolute sea of motorbikes out there. But crucially, it teaches you the lifesavers. For example, Nhà vệ sinh ở đâu? Where is the restroom? Having that exact vocabulary in your back pocket takes so much stress out of navigating a bustling new environment.
But hey, what happens when things actually go wrong? This is where the course is worth its weight in gold, honestly. It dedicates a full module to emergency situations. If your phone dies, your Maps app is gone, and you're turned around, you learn to say, Tôi bị lạc, I am lost. The curriculum even preps you for high-stress situations with phrases for calling for help or calling the police. It acts as this comprehensive safety net so you can explore with absolute peace of mind.
And that brings us to our final section, Section 5, Enroll with Taecharn.
So the big question, are you ready to stop struggling and start connecting? If you want to jump into this, the program is spearheaded by Taecharn. Getting in touch is super easy. You can add him on Zalo using the number 0903-774-745 or just call that hotline directly to set up a personal consultation. You can also shoot them an email if you want to iron out class schedules.
But honestly, the best part is that if you're already in the area, you can just walk right into the English Communication Center. They've got a very convenient physical spot at 196 Đường Thái Tran over in Tan Bien, Bien Hoa. It is literally right by the 30/4 park in the Honai area. Super easy to find, incredibly accessible.
I want to leave you with one final provocative thought today. Are you ready to make Bien Hoa truly feel like home? Because language is the ultimate bridge between just being a permanent tourist and actually becoming an integrated part of the community. By mastering these basics, the daily interactions, and those vital survival phrases, you aren't just memorizing a language, you are unlocking a completely new, much richer life for yourself in Vietnam. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I highly, highly encourage you to take that leap today.